Hello and welcome back to my channel, Virgos. This is going to be your love reading. I am just going to do a general love reading, so I'm not going to separate if you're single, taken, married. Excuse me. Whatever comes out is what we'll divulge in and discuss. Let's go ahead and get into this. Holy Spirit, what is the message that you would have for our Virgos in love? What is the message that you'll have for Virgos in love, Holy Spirit? We have the Empress. We have the World. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Nine of Wands. Excuse me. Sorry if you hear my dishwasher going on in the back. But, so Virgos, I feel like, now this could be you or your person feeling this way, so take it how it resonates. You or your person could view each other as refreshing, someone that they could see potential in, someone that they do love, have admiration for. Whatever drawn you guys together, like there was a nurturing that maybe you didn't get in a past relationship, or you didn't get from a mother or father. You found that in them. There's a type of joy and presence that there's a type of joy and presence that this person brings to your life that ultimately made you want to commit, or made you, want to start talking to them or fall for them. But I do think that there may be a characteristic about them or about you that's making either you or them kind of stand back a little bit, like a little standoffish, a little bit like, you're going to be lovey-dovey in front of your partner, but when you talk to your best friend, you might be like, well, this person does this. I don't know. Like, I just don't know how to deal with that. I can't stand that. I don't know if that's something that's going to be an issue in the future. I just don't know. It's something like that. This person could be like a very loud, fiery, passionate person. They could get really angry, or really like, maybe you're more reserved, and like if they're watching sports, maybe you saw it during the Super Bowl, like they just went ballistic, they went crazy. And, of course they didn't hurt anybody, but it's just, you may be more introverted, more reserved, and this person's very loud, flamboyant, I'm not going to say obnoxious, but it could come off obnoxious or rambunctious to you. Or, you guys could have a lot of passion between each other. But there's something about them that kind of scares you or worries you about your future. You're not sure if you should put your all in or still continue to like stand on the edge and wait, if that makes sense. I really hope my dishwasher is not being too loud. I feel like I'm screaming. But yeah, like with this Knight of Wands here, it does talk about something fiery, passionate, fast movement, energy. Maybe you feel like your partner is, or they feel like you're moving too fast. Maybe everything's coming on too strong. Not that they're neglecting you or pushing you away. It's just they want you to slow down, or maybe you want them to slow down. Maybe this relationship is going way too fast. You're still not sure. There's still things that you're having to think about. But really, when I you know, knowing what the Knight of Wands is, but intuitively, you know, when I do look at the card, if you could see the, what is that? Is that a sheep? A lamb? I don't know. Goat, something. Right here, just kind of ducked off in the corner while this person's like, ooh, you know, they riding in with fire and passion and love, and it could be like, okay, you're freaking me out. You're scaring me over here. I don't know. I'm just going to hide over here, let you do your thing. Oh, there's my person doing that again. There's Virgo doing that again. You know, oh, Lord. You know, there could be something that's just off-putting for you that's kind of making you a little nervous. It's not like it's a huge red flag. I don't feel like it's a huge red flag because I do feel like there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of, you know, seeing the future with somebody. There's a lot, you know, you feel like this could be it. This could be the end. This could be what you want. I do feel like there could be outside influences like family. You're worried about like family or friends, or, you know, how they'll connect with that, with your person, or they could be worried about that with you. I think that you're trying to find a way to tough it out. You're letting, I think you're thinking more in depth than they are. With them, they're like, yeah, woohoo, let's go get married tomorrow. And you're like, okay, if I marry this person, are my parents going to approve? If I marry this person, how will our finances mesh? If I marry this person, what's going to, you know, you're thinking about all the logical things. And they're kind of just like carefree, whatever. So there's definitely, somebody needs to be logical in this. So there's definitely nothing wrong with that. I don't feel like this is a negative message at all. I feel like it's just, that's just the energy you're in. You're not sure. You're not completely sure. You're trying to match their energy. You're trying to put your all into this person, but you do have some reservations. You do have something, and some of you are, you may be used to just being with different people, and you're like, oh my God, this relationship is actually lasting long, or this has potential to last long, and am I going to be okay? Am I going to cheat? Am I going to do something? Like, there's something that you're on edge about. Give me the Nine of Wands, Holy Spirit. Please clarify the Nine of Wands for whatever Virgo is trying to have inner strength about, them or their partner. Clarify the Nine of Wands. We have the Star. Yeah, you're trying to have some type of faith. You're looking for like a sign. You're just like trying to figure it out. You're literally trying to figure out if you're making the right decision. You're trying to find the good in this person, despite, you know, your reservations about certain things about them. Give me more. Clarify the Nine of Wands, Holy Spirit. Give me one more. Clarify the Nine of Wands. Ask for one, they give me many. It's usually how it goes. All right, we have the King of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Page of Coins, the Ten of Wands, and the Three of Cups. Yeah, absolutely. You're trying to be more level-headed, more practical about everything. You're trying to be smart about it. You're being cautious in the right ways because you want to prevent any hurt from coming into your life. You want to prevent any hurt. You want to prevent any burdens. I feel like some of you almost feel like you're the responsible one in the relationship because and that's burdening you. You could feel like you're the only practical, level-headed person because this person is so fiery. This person is so carefree. This person is just like here for a good time. And they're not like thinking anything. It's like they want to go out, they want to pop bottles. And you're like, okay, well, how much is that going to cost? And who's going to pay for what? And how long are you going to be out? And, you're the more level-headed one. You're the one really thinking things through. There could be some emotional immaturity here. And so that's why you could be on the fence because it's like, you could just be in the energy where you're like, I want someone who's like on my level, but I do love this person, but I'm just not sure. And you're questioning like, God, is this the person for me? Or is there something else out there? Because you don't want to start a family with someone you're not 100% sure about. You're really trying to gauge what the future could look like with this person. And, maybe you've told them, hey, I don't like this about you. Hey, can you calm this down? Hey, can you start thinking long term? Can you really focus? Can you find a job? Can you, and you're just waiting to see if they'll live up to those changes. I feel like there's potential here, but I don't know if it's enough potential to get you to stay. I don't know if the love is strong enough to get you to stay with this person. You do definitely have a connection. There's definitely something drawing you to this person. But I think at this time you want more maturity. And a lot of this could be, especially you see this a lot in relationships where they marry young. And then as they get older, their mental starts to develop a little bit different. And one could desire something over the other person. And it's like there's a clash of interests, especially like when you're dealing with like religion. Someone could convert to another religion and then it's like the whole relationship is just falling to pieces. So it could be something in that situation, but ultimately I do feel like, yeah, you're kind of in limbo here, kind of wondering if this is something you should continue to pursue or take risk in. You're kind of just sitting back, watching, waiting. Oh my gosh, this is so ghetto. So sorry about that. You're just sitting back, waiting to, this person could be clouding your thoughts. They could be like really annoying at times, like that dishwasher is. But Yeah, let's check out your outcome. Sorry, I completely forgot what I was saying. Sorry. What's the overall outcome for Virgo in this situation? Now, of course, this is not going to be an outcome for everyone, but this could be a guideline. This could be how it appears to be leaning until like you take control or until something changes or whatever. So what's the initial outcome for Virgos in this situation, Holy Spirit? Oh, too many cards. I'm so sorry. What's the initial outcome for Virgos? All right, so we have the Four of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. I feel like, you know, definitely the romance is there, the emotional connection is there. I don't see you guys parting ways. I see you guys working together to make things better, to make the relationship more progressive, to come to some type of outcome to where both of you are satisfied, to where both of you are happy. I will say that there's a message that's probably coming in from you or this person to discuss feelings or your reservations or whatever the case may be. Now, for some of you, I feel like depending on how they react, because remember, you're watching, you're waiting. Some of you have already delivered this message. Hey, you know, you don't do anything around the house. You don't do anything I provide. Can you please, like, this is starting to stress me out. Hey, can you be more mindful of how you manage money, how you speak to me, how your presence when you go out, things of that nature, right? So you can share this message because you're just trying to find some peace and harmony. And it's either they're going to be receptive and make those changes. Of course, changes can't happen overnight, but they're going to be consistent in those changes, and you guys are going to stay together and make it work. Or you're going to give that message, they're going to reject it. There's going to be no type of mutual agreement in anything, and you're going to choose to just do your own thing, find your own independence, and just leave this whole situation alone. And I feel like you'll be good, because I feel like at the end of the day, you know, I can do bad all by myself type of attitude. But for some of you, I do feel like you guys will work through it. You guys will work through it, and it'll give you that confidence boost that you needed in this relationship to sustain it, to hold it together. All right. Love you guys. Take care. See you in the next one.